AITA for telling my postpartum wife to get a life of her own and stop being so clingy? My wife, 31F, and I, 32M, have been married for 4 years and together for 8. We also have one child who's now 7 months old, and we have a live-in nanny. I love my wife, but she has always been a bit clingy, and sometimes jealous. She's always worried about losing me. I've had to pretty much cut off all of my female friends, and the only women I speak to in my life are the women at work and family. I love my wife, so it doesn't really bother me. However, over the past year or so, my wife is trying to put a lid on me spending time with my sister, 30F. We hang out probably once every couple of weeks because we live close by. But over the past year or so, my wife gets extremely dramatic after I hang out with my sister, and says that I should spend that time with her instead of my sister. She has even cried a few times and made me feel guilty about it, and I've had to take her out and make up for it. Last week, after I came back from hanging out with my sister, my wife again got sad and she didn't even speak to me and completely ignored me. But after an hour of not speaking, she burst down in tears, and it's the longest and worst I've ever seen her cry. I apologized, I don't know why, and then I took her out to her favorite place for dinner. She was really happy. However, that night when we were in bed, she again cried and talked about how she wished I gave 100% of my emotional affection and energy to her, and not split it between her and my sister. I was getting pretty frustrated then, so I told her that she should get a life of her own and stop being so clingy. My wife then said that's the most hurtful thing anyone has ever said to her in her life, and I apologized again. Was I the age?